I want this shit banging in my headphones. You understand me? Let me hear that beat. You dig? I'ma address some shit. Let y'all niggas know the real. I've been dormant for too long. Hibernating. Everybody want it, but do you wanna get it? I'm sick of all these niggas bullshitting. I'm sick of all these bitches. I'm sick of how these bitch niggas tripping. And how y'all get these passes to these snitches. Neighborhood crippin'. Dog pound gangsters in the building. I'ma treat these niggas like bitches. Throw them to the wolves and the vultures, the hyenas and my siblings.
Damu, Kiwe conversation. The only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get Big U.
Wes. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe conversation. Home to the West Coast. And the voice of the truth. Duse M's the dog. Free Big U. Peace and blessings to that brother. We keeping you in our thoughts. Hashtag Free Big U in the chat. Everybody on Instagram, we only got an hour on IG. So if you're trying to get this good content, then go ahead and go over to YouTube or Twitch at Active Chucks. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. It's just as respectful as taking your chucks off before you enter a gangster's residence. On top of that, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We on the road to 10K subs. We at 9,120 something subs. That means we need 800 and some more. Share this with your friends. Tell them that y'all done hung with the dime. Duse M. Subscribe, like, and tell them about this content. On another note, we gonna get into this new fade that Whack 100 was called out for. You know what I'm saying? But first, we're going to get into this whole Ric Rocc and Mo Hill. Let me get into my good people first, because I don't do the lives just for the money. I do the lives for interaction. We're social beings. This is social media. Spirit Wonder, let's go. I just dropped the link too. Hey, King Buck Wild, F the Union. Salute. Hey, man, share this. Renegade Duchess, I see you. Beautiful. Hey, and if y'all didn't know, tell all your homegirls Duse M's is single and ready to mingle. You understand what I'm saying? Spirit Wonder, Wes. Raider Q's. Hey, Raider Q. Salute to Raider Q for sending us the videos. Main event. Termaine Ashley Williams, Ashley, aka the fake loose cannon's brother, was arrested. We got the actual video footage. Go run that up. It's on the shorts on Active Chucks. And salute to Raider Q for getting that to that man. See, we ain't nothing without y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all help us do what we do. Oh, my bad. I didn't even put the banner up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get all of the good stuff. Let me get all this good stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Let me get all this good stuff together. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So what else we forgot? Oh, the logo, huh? Hold on. Yeah, we got it stamped out with the Active Chuck logo. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put it up there? Hold on. Oh, there it go. Boom. So we on. Let's get back to the chat. So Spirit Wonder, Mo Hill, straight like that, West all day. That's a fact, all day. Round my way, West. You know what I'm saying? Stand on the media, salute. Duse M's of MF and Dine. Salute 100 strong. Hey, man, too black, too strong. Too black, strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure that y'all go ahead and subscribe if y'all ain't already there. But these looking like our people, man. When you said you were moving back to Cali, Oh, what about it? Oh yeah. Duse the champ. Salute, salute, salute. You talking about within a month. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, we got the content. So Hoover Gumby versus Compton Ric Rocc snitch allegations. I don't know what's going on, man. People is just so out of pocket, calling each other snitches. That's what got me on CS2 Backhead. You know what I'm saying? But let's go. Compton Ric Rocc crashes out on Gumby, calling him a snitch and a buster. Damn.
Who remember them days? But you did have a few dudes that want to be cool and throw up their hoods and all that and take pictures. Them the dudes who wanted that attention, wanted that. Them were the first clout chasers. Now, in today's time, everybody running to the internet. Guess why? Because there ain't no money in the streets. The streets is dried up.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trappers, Entertainment and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same.
Shout out to the Rich Brian.
Trap News Network. Not good news. Use. I think of my college, the big dog. And Compton Ric Rocc has found himself in a flu flammer situation where the Hoovers are on his head by way of Gumby. The Hoovers have had a lot to say about Compton Ric Rocc, saying he had clout chaser, he's starting up problems, and he's doing too much in his internet. We're going to let's get into it. Let's go.
Ain't nobody selling no rocks out there. Ain't nobody out there hitting no licks. There's too many cameras to get away with crime. So the gang members and gangsters have found a way to get on the internet and make somewhat of a living. Some make good money. Some is barely getting by trying to get up there. Some really want to work for the news channel. Some trying to get real jobs at CVS. So we're going to get to this content, man. Real Tune TV, man. Shout out Real Tune TV.
Anybody that's getting it without compromising their integrities and they're able to take care of their responsibilities, their rent, bills, their clothing, their school education, their car notes, the insurance. I don't care if you working at CVS. I don't care if you a janitor. As long as you ain't got to bend over and take it Diddy style, take that. Then salute to you, man, for getting up off your ass. I used to jump over counters of banks, which is a very dangerous occupation, considering that security guards or off-duty police officers shoot you. It happened to one of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? And you could be facing up to 25 years doing armed bank robberies. So if I sold crack to those in our community who I'm supposed to love, you know what I'm saying, who are extension of family, and I was jumping over them counters and even orchestrating bank heists, right? Putting together crews, then how could I be too prideful to do what I got to do to make sure my responsibility is taken care of? I don't know where these dudes get this pride from, but you got to do what the F you got to do to take care of you and yours, man. Salute to anybody getting it. Let's go.
My favorite channels on here. I love watching Real Tune, especially when he got what's my boy from Texas? I can't think of his name right now. The dude, the Texas Crip, Tales from the Crip. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, man, this is titled Hoover Gumby reveals Big U son was backdoored. The Hoovers had nothing to do with it. And in this video right here, my name was mentioned in this video. I guess they saying that the bloggers are saying that the Hoovers are the ones who unalive Big U son. Well, I'm one of the ones. I'm one of the guys who said, wait a minute, hold up, y'all. Y'all can't blame that on the Hoovers. It's not just the...
So Compton Ric Rocc said, I'm finna clear my name. Y'all niggas ain't finna put this on me.
Coincidence, y'all. I mean, they did blame the Hoovers, even though where the triple shooting happened is in the 107 Hoovers. I don't know if they actually just going for every neighborhood at this point. You know, hit every...
All right, let's start right there.
As a business owner, doing it all isn't easy. You wear about every hat. So here's a choice.
Just because it's shootings in these areas don't mean that it's necessarily get back or anything like that. And it don't necessarily mean that anybody that they name has had anything to do with it. Just a coincidence is going down. The streets is on fire. We don't know who doing what. So we can't pinpoint no specific neighborhood and say, hey, It's these guys. Now, if something happened in that area, you would you would think that maybe these guys had something to do with it or anything like that. It could be, if you part of the street world, then you know all the possible.
That's not they hood.
Salute to the No Cap Network hashtag.
That's just not their hood.
Abilities that it could be when stuff necessarily mean that the Hoovers did.
That ain't the Hoovers, little baby. That's the Menlos. See what I did there? Don't worry about it.
Anything we know. I'm not gonna sit up here and say they did anything because I don't know who did nothing. Nobody seen what happened. Nobody was there. So if you went there and you don't know what happened, you can't blame that on the hood. I said this on my video. So I don't know how I get crossed up with one of the guys they said the Hoover did. Come on, man. I've been around this too long. I've been doing. Don't think because you see this mic.
First of all, what's wrong with the squares from Delaware? Number one. Number two, why do you always go to I'm really one of the ones? I'm really LA niggas use the word.
Shout out to Gleazy Guzzler, aka SBGB TV, where
word really too much for me. You guys really overuse the word really. I'm really from over here. I'm really one of them ones. I really do this. I really do that. Nigga, nah, cause I really this. I really. I'm sick of you niggas saying really. I'm sick of saying I'm really from over here. I'm really one of them ones. I'm really a joint. I'm really this. I'm really getting on my nerves. Find another word. Find another word, bro. Get a thesaurus. Figure out your adjectives, your descriptive words. You feel me? Whatever. But the word really, we got to retire really.
Guys, that's gonna give it to you 100% in real. I don't bring information to the internet. What I do is I find stuff on the internet and I talk about what you guys talk about. You guys say go left, I say go right. You guys say this, I talk about that. I'm not the one that say, man, listen. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened in 1951 when Jimmy Bob and them got down and they robbed the liquor store around. I don't bring new information to internet. But anyway, let's get to this clipping, man. We're gonna get to this clipping.
And that's it right there. Don't bring new information to the internet. Speak on what's going on, but you don't gotta bring new information. That's what WAC 100 is for.
Listen, I'm gonna bring new information as long as the new information doesn't incriminate or talk about a crime. You know what I'm saying? I could find out right now that that Michael Jackson was resurrected in the body of Prince, and I could bring that to the internet. That's new information, and that's not snitching, bro. You know what I'm saying? What we're talking about is bringing new information out of the streets to unsolved crimes and talking about crimes that haven't been solved, especially crimes that's still within the statutes of limitations that could get people arrested. At that point, it sounds like you're doing pet detective work. Let's go.
The one who said, I'm probably one of the first ones. I didn't even put it in my title. Now everybody gonna use certain things for clickbait, gonna use hoods. I just seen every last one of these so-called gangbangers who against somebody talking about their hood. All these then talked about everybody else hood and got everybody else hood.
What you telling on them niggas for? What that got to do with you, Ric Rocc? What do their behaviors and their dealings and their doings have to do with your flu flammer?
In their titles, man, knock it off. And then I also seen in this clipping where Gumby said, Duse is against their neighborhood, man. Listen, man, I ain't never had an issue with a Hoover a day in my life. Never had a problem with a Hoover, never disrespected Hoover said. I got family from Hoover from 107. I wouldn't tell y'all. I wouldn't make my family a target because not on the internet. So if my family not on the internet, I'm not gonna tell y'all who my family is. I keep all that stuff discreet and a secret. I got family from all over this place, but I don't come on the internet and say my cousin and my brother and my people, my uncles and all them from over here. No, that ain't y'all been. Y'all need to know that. That's my good weapon. And my folks from Hoover ain't called me and said nothing. Because if they did call me and said rock this and rock that, I'm gonna say, you know what, cuzzo, all right. So we're gonna get to the clipping. and then we're going to get to this content from Hoover Gumby and Rio Tune TV. But before we do that, man, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get
man, Hoover Gumby finna go on Ric Rocc head. Let's watch this.
To this content. All right, let's run over that Real Tune and see what him and Gumby got going on, man. Let's go. Real Tune is some real money in the room.
Damu, Kiwe, Compton, Snitch. Let's go.
Speaking of jail, you actually did time with Big U.
Yes, his name was Hannibal then.
Right. Big U's son was recently unalived.
Rest in peace.
He was shot and killed near Figueroa.
Big rest in peace.
And 69th Street after he walked up to a vehicle and someone inside opened fire before driving off. Police say his father's gang ties are a major part of the investigation.
He was somewhere, I think, by a smoke shop. Somebody called him to his car and asked him who he was, and next thing you know, he was pronounced dead.
All right, let's start right there, man. Let's start right here, man. The scene that we just seen right there, that was the actual news channel with Big U's son.
That is the actual news channel for sure.
Out there. And this is, you know, it's crazy, man. Like I say, man, it's crazy. The images that we seeing online stems from the news channel showing it with, you know, a lot of people got their coverage from. A lot of that stuff shouldn't have been shown, and then there was somebody else that actually shown them doing, trying to, you know, revive him and bring him back. Some of that stuff shouldn't have been shown, but the news channel, I haven't seen nobody go up to that news channel and tell them about that clip. Yeah, that clip right there, man, them showing that lets you know right there, man. Everybody going, it's crazy.
Well, here's the thing too. People only access who's accessible. So this is what I'll make this kind of note to my YouTube followers or other content creators. Stop making yourself accessible.
Well, I don't think that you do. That's the answer. Rich Grinder is a degenerate, man. He just trying to suck some up off a grinder, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's about doing whatever you want to do and not being accessible. I think it's about holding yourself to a standard. You know what I'm saying? Do on to others, golden rule, do on to others as you want to be done. Now, I'm not going to talk about somebody's mama. I'm not going to talk about somebody's kids and children and family members or even their girlfriend, because women aren't even into any other dispute I have with a man. You know what I'm saying? But once you open that door and the gloves is off, it's how low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? But it's about holding yourself up to a higher standard, a journalistic standard. I fall short sometimes on that. Understanding how close we are to this 10K subscriptions. I'm really starting to take this seriously. If you haven't seen, I added lighting. I got my microphone. I got my headphones. I got my Stream Deck. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to stay out of a lot of this gang stuff, but I don't believe this is a gang beef. I believe that it's a bigger issue on having some kind of etiquette on YouTube if you're a vlogger, if you're a YouTuber, or anywhere on social media. You know what I'm saying? But you can't expect everybody to do that because it's kind of like cell soldiers, right? Dudes that would never, ever, ever look me in my face and say something out of tone, let alone disrespectful in my presence. We could say anything and hide behind a keyboard or their cell phone. So with that, you got to let a coward be a coward. But when you're talking about the dead, that's a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So unless somebody open that door with me, and then I'm going to flip they dead ass homies quick. Fuck your caskets, nigga. YA baby shit. Nigga, I was on the rock. I was on Tamrac. You know what I'm saying? I know how to go there real quick. Real quick. But unless somebody do that, bro, that person dead, man, especially coming from our roots as indigenous to earth. And I know people, I'm indigenous and aboriginal to to Americas? Probably. I'm indigenous to Africa. Probably. We're indigenous to Earth, right? We're Aboriginal. We're God's children, his chosen people. So, of course, we were the first throughout this whole, to populate this planet and every land that there is. So that's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But we always respected and venerated or buried our dead. This is part of civilization. So when people have and show a lack of respect for the dead, even if those that died in honor, it's really showing you that these people, God's children, have fallen, and they fallen into the ways of the evil, the devil. We gonna go into this.
Stop answering phone calls, stop answering text messages, stop answering DMs, stop explaining yourself. Just stop. And then niggas will get mad, and then time will go on, and more time will go on, and eventually your phone will stop ringing, the text messages will stop coming in, and the DMs and all that shit will stop, or they won't stop, and you'll just get better at ignoring it. But nobody says anything to K Count 9 or KTLA or Fox or anything like that, because guess what? They're not accessible.
It's sad that people gonna make money off you. Like Biggie say, man, we are nobody to somebody. Take us out the game, man. Let's get to this.
Your community has been getting a lot of backlash from people like from the bloggers. I've seen it on the blog. And Hefe, don't care nothing what the checks say. Compton Ric Rocc. Just everybody in the Los Angeles community is steady bringing up your community.
Hang that like button on your way in if you're just coming in.
I'm trying to be. Look, we already talked about this.
Oh man, hey man, when there's money on the line, man, throw your fishing rod in the pool. Go get you something to eat, man. Everybody gonna eat off this stuff, man. Compton Ric Rocc, Young and Hefe. Now I don't know what these other guys is doing on their channel, but Compton Ric Rocc, I'm gonna bring up what's cracking. Man, it's cracking. This thing, do that. But yeah, y'all gonna be in the title whether you like. I don't care if you don't like it or not, man. Everybody else, y'all didn't put my neighborhood in titles. I done seen this exact same dude right here and other dudes from all over put dudes' neighborhoods in titles, man. So you can't cry about that. Now I understand what the problem is. The problem is the dudes who putting they hood in the title saying that they hood did this. Not once. You ain't gonna find nowhere in my title where I said they did this. I ain't gonna put that on them because I don't know. Like I say, I don't know. Rest in peace to Big U, son. I don't know who did that.
Hold on, let me stop. So we got Southern Force in the building. Salute to him. If you ain't already sub, make sure y'all go sub to Southern Force, man. He always, we done lost him. You know what I'm saying? He always showing up, helping to support. Very little to say, but he says enough, and he says it here and there. I wouldn't even Google Grinder to see what it is. I didn't know what it was until he got caught on there. You know what I'm saying? I never had heard of it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to it.
And if I did know, I wouldn't be on the internet talking about it. I wouldn't.
And that, boom, right there. That part right there. And if you did know, you wouldn't be on the internet talking about it. So the only thing you can say is I don't know. Even if I did know, I don't know. So I don't know. Period. That's it. I don't know is the only right answer.
Tell you, police got to do their own job. I'm not telling nobody who did what, even if I did know anything. Now, you know.
God damn, bro. This a Spectrum. What time is it? 25 minutes, 24 minutes. So I'm
gonna say we ain't catch no sound.
Yeah, I know I stopped it because I seen that it was messing up. So at 24 minutes, let me write that down. I'm gonna call Spectrum. I'm finna make them have to take some up off this motherfucking bill, bro, because they playing with my money, bro. Let me see. 24 minutes. All right, now we can get back to apologies, man. You know what I'm saying? Technical difficulties, man. Let's go.
Right, let's get to this content, though.
Off camera. So I'm trying to not do anything or say anything that's saying that would be considered aggressive. But at this point, like, this shit is just stupid at this point.
Right.
All these different bloggers, I'm saying, like, everything that goes on in California and LA, the Hoovers don't do it, bro. Everything. I don't give a what it is. When PNB rock, all the Hoovers, everybody. We like the California boogeyman. Anything that happened in this state, they blame on us, bro. Now, they reported, oh, well, he got killed in Hoover Hood. That is not our set. That is not.
Yeah, that's foul. That's foul, man. Everybody saying, I get it. I agree. Everybody
they assume because
dude, the champ salute,
blaming it on these dudes' neighborhood.
Y'all
that ain't cool. That's foul. If you don't know, you shouldn't be saying it. I agree what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't beef with these guys, man. You do got dudes that have agendas. You do got dudes that's enemies of these dudes that's gonna make them look bad online. Welcome to the internet. These are the games they play on the internet. I don't have no problem with these dudes. My neighborhood don't have no problem with these dudes. We got people, we got certain homies that deal with some of these dudes. We don't got no problem with these dudes. So I know he ain't talking about me when he say this, but let's get back to this.
Anybody that's familiar with gang culture and areas know that area is not our area. That area is actually called Pimp Central.
Oh, man.
Right?
Uber Eats knows football's all about chicken.
I know a lot of people gonna say that because he said that's called Pimp Central on that part of Figueroa right there at 69 by that store. But bro, they be standing there even when the police passing by because the police be hot on Fig. So they be right there. The police see them, so the police know that's Pimp Central, man. So I ain't gonna stress that and glaze him for that. He is a little too chatty patty now. And it's starting to cross lines. So, Gumby, I don't know what your intent is. Maybe you trying to get the Hoovers their indictment. I don't know what's going on. Whether that's your intent or not, it looked like that's what might be headed, the way that they keep pointing fingers at y'all and you not really helping the situation.
The buy one, get one KFC 3-piece big box deal.
And it is a gray area for the pimps to go do their 1-2 steps like Sierra. That is for sure a situation.
Well, boy, them pimps fit to get shot up tonight. Come on, man. You just said that dudes is saying your neighborhood is involved with this. They blaming your stuff on your neighborhood on these crimes. And then you gonna get on here and tell exactly what area this is, Pimp Central. Now the pimps gonna have to watch their back. You just told on the pimps, man.
This what's the rap dude name? Sad. What's his name? Big Sad.
Like I said, you just told on the pimps. Now the pimps gotta watch their back. Hey, it's treacherous, man. Everybody getting told on out here.
That's where the liquor store that he did the video in front of.
Shout out Big Sad.
That's the same place all the pimps hang out down there.
Well, you pimps better relocate. If I was a pimp hanging out right there, I would get in my Cadillac, take my Hezos and get on the Rezo. Now, of course,
take them hosies and get on the rosies because, yeah, man, it ain't cracking on Fig no more. They just gave up Pimp Central. You feel me? Pimp Central is now under attack, under scrutiny.
If you know, you know. If you from the area, then you know what goes on. You should know. Or you know now what happened. But for the people that didn't know about this area, they sure know about this area now. So if it was a pimp who woman and ran to Los Angeles 9 times out of 10, you might could find her over there because the dude's on the internet to tell you exactly what area that is. But I get what he's doing. He's clean.
It's Pimp Central. That's where she at. Can't find your home. She on the stroll. Pimp Central's where she go.
Tearing up his neighborhood, man. We don't hang around there. That ain't our set. But all the extra stuff telling them what it is, that shouldn't be on the internet either.
Hoovers are not allowed there, first and foremost. So he didn't get killed in our set at all.
So now, Compton Ric Rocc calling Gumby a snitch.
Just because he got killed on Figueroa don't mean that was our set. Even though we got a nice little stretch of set that a stretch of land that on Fig that do run through our community, that section right there is not ours.
62nd in Figueroa, I believe.
It was 69th in Figueroa. Now, for anybody that knows those areas, know that there's a lot of P and Hing going on. I learned that from my boy Ed Hefe. I'm trying to get media trained, you know what I mean?
What do y'all think about that, man? Let's be fair. I don't want to be making it seem like I'm trying to attack the brother, because I'm not. I actually like the dude. I like his content. I even follow him on Instagram. He follow me too. What do y'all think about that, man? Y'all think that disclosing the area for people that don't know should know what that area is and what goes on?
Anytime you get on the internet and you discuss any of these situations, it is by
Thank
default.
you, bullying.
You can say this, you can say that. No, it's not because it's this. No, it's not because it's that. It's just this. It's just that. Nigga, you're telling. Period, point blank. Telling is telling. You're telling on a felon. That's all it is.
Right there. What y'all think about that?
So, yeah, but that's what's going on in those areas, and that specifically in that area. And in that area, there are all the gangs that don't get along with Hoover. This is where the crypt utopia at. If you are a gang member and you want to be a P, or you got some
the crypt utopia is crazy.
H's. I'm getting it right. I mean, if that's what you're into and you're not a Hoover, you're welcome there. That's, what is it? They even got a little clique of pimps down there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, the pimp's going to jail.
A cooktop is
Compton Ric Rocc.
Sayonara
Y'all hit
stove.
that like
Don't
button
worry.
and sub, man.
Be warranty.
We got Compton Ric
Harold
Rocc
has
in the building. Y'all
metastatic
go
prostate
subscribe to
cancer,
Compton Ric
but-
Rocc. The brother working hard over there, man. He been over there for some years,
As
man.
a prescription
He doing
medicine,
them
you-
numbers, but he could do better,
The
man.
pimp
Go
clique is
subscribe
crazy.
to him, man.
The pimp clique is crazy.
You want to
work.
come up, Compton
Pimp's
Ric
going
Rocc?
to
I dropped the link, man.
But he didn't get killed in the Hoover Hood at all. And being the fact of surrounding the
Pimps, get in your Cadillac and skirt on up out of here. Get up out of here, pimps.
the facts that he walked to the car before he was shot, that leads me to believe that he knew the persons or the people. Now, being that this individual, Big Huey, I'm saying I've heard of him, I'm saying a few homies, I'm saying my young nephews and shit, they know who he is, I'm saying he's somebody to be respected. So if
Baby Huey, not Big Huey, Baby Huey.
someone would call you to the car in the middle of the night,
TV,
you would only walk to that car if you knew who that person was. You know, Figueroa. He wasn't a prostitute, so why would somebody call him to the car?
I heard that several times. I heard that. It's not something that I'm telling y'all. It's something that I heard just like y'all just heard right now. Exactly why I heard it. I haven't heard the news channel say this. I heard all the guys on the internet said that a car pulled up and he walked to the car. This is what we heard on the internet.
Yeah, that's what you've heard on the internet, because that has actually not been confirmed by any news source or any news channel. That is just something that you niggas started saying and running with it.
News, I don't see one script on the news channel on the internet where the news said that. These guys on the internet saying that. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about a car stopping? You walking up to the car and then you get popped on.
Intro, him
Let me get
or
your
OG
thoughts.
Slim.
I'm not going to no car I don't know on Figueroa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This story.
Yeah, that's the story that's going about.
I might run on Figueroa.
Hold on.
They done call me.
Let me address this real quick before we get into the thing. So Shabazz Charles, salute to you, brother. Thanks for always contributing and commenting and supporting the show. So Big U, free Big U, man. How is he holding up? How would any man hold up? And Big U is one of the toughest skinned people I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't imagine with the Nipsey Hussle conspiracy theorists, the death threats his family was getting, the way that they painted him, how thick his skin was, knowing the truth. How I know things he could have threw out there to deflect and tear everything down, and he maintained his composure, never let us see him sweat. But when you fighting for your life, right, and you're already 59, 57, 58, 59 years old, and you're fighting against the federal government who has unlimited resources, and they want you down. So they want you gone and off the streets so bad that they accepted lies and presented lies to the grand jury. They know for a fact that Meek Mills and Rick Ross were never extorted, kidnapped, took Meek Mill's chain. The whole lie that Loose Cannon told, they knew it was a lie, but they permitted it to be presented to the grand jury. They knew that Dale the Long-Tailed Rat was working with Big U. They know that he was paying rent to Big U to live on Arlington in Big U's house. And they know that that dispensary was his and Big U's, and he was in debt. But he told them he was being extorted because he owed that debt, and they allowed the jury to hear that. They lied to the judge so that they could get the affidavit and arrest them people. That's the pressure that he's on. And then to get the news that you lost anybody, it could be your homeboy, it could be your family member, and you in jail, and you realize you're never going to talk to that person again in your life. Maybe y'all bumped heads. Maybe it was just some things you wanted to teach him about himself and even about you to carry on the legacy that you've established. So, yeah, I mean, considering all of those circumstances, I don't think nobody could fully hold up. But I guess Big U was close to doing it. Compton Ric Rocc, salute to you, salute to the hub. We almost finished with this, but I had to respond to that because they was asking about how Big U's holding up, man.
That's real, man. Salute.
Let's get back to this content. We almost done though, but
wow. But see, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. The whole situation doesn't make any sense. Who was he with? I'm pretty sure this is Big U's son. He's not going anywhere unarmed. He's not going anywhere where, even if he was with a they're trying to say he was with a broad, and the broad backdoored him, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm pretty sure he's well abreast of gang politics. And
who said he was with a broad? Who said that?
All these things are coming from the internet streets, Compton Ric Rocc. We know that all these things are coming from the internet streets, bro. We know that. We know that. All these things is coming from these internet streets, my good sir.
Where is this coming from? Is this on the internet? I haven't heard the news channel say it. I haven't seen no reports saying this. Who said what?
Gang area. So he went anywhere unarmed. So who was with him? Why would he walk to the car if he didn't know the people? So that leads me to believe that he was backdoored. And of course, they're going to blame it on the Hoovers. Anything that go bad in LA, the Hoovers did it.
I would feel frustrated too. Like I said earlier, I feel frustrated. I feel like frustration. If you from that area, I would feel frustrated too. Because let me tell y'all something. All
right, man, I'm gonna let y'all catch the rest of this on Compton Ric Rocc. I gotta go handle some things, but y'all know the deal, man. It's right down to the left.
Shout out to the Rich Grinder, man. He provided the content by way of Compton Ric Rocc, but we got Compton Ric Rocc in here, and that was something big, right? We got one more shout out Stand on the Media. We gonna get into that because OG Gumby calls out Compton Ric Rocc for implicating the Hoovers and Big U sons unaliving Compton Ric Rocc. Oh, that's the same thing. But let me ask you this, Ric Rocc, that last part, right? Mm-hmm. Where he says that leads him to believe, and he gets the question like investigating, well, who was with him? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel, especially you being, I know you a podcaster, you a vlogger, and you very you pretty much stay in that space for probably 98% of your content. We could all do a little bit better. I could do more better than you could, right?
Right.
So with that, do you think that a line was crossed with that part where he gets to investigating, well, who was with him, right? And why did he feel publicly? Do you think that he's crossing the line right there?
I think most of the time when we come on here, sometimes we get caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get caught up in this podcasting thing, and especially when you're going live, some things you can't take back. That's why I like pre-records. You bet you more than likely could take something out. And then when you got the guys who filming it, sometimes when you don't have control of the editing, and if you do say something, they not gonna edit it out. And in that video right there, I just feel like I get it. I understand when how the internet goes. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this for a long time. Some people will put your name in titles and twist them all type of ways, especially if you're doing views that month. So if you're doing views that month, that's the guy to go at. It's crazy that it goes like that, but that's how it goes. I just feel like when we get on the internet and we do the talking, you got to be very careful. Like, I don't bring like you said earlier, long as it's not criminal activity, you could bring new stuff to the internet. If you notice, I haven't brung nothing to the internet about Compton. I haven't brung nothing to the internet about the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But what I do is I find these dudes' content and I just go back and forth what they talking about. And then I try to cut it down the middle. Cause I remember last time when I first started, I used to clown people and talk about people, and I'm using their content. Man, they were striking me left and right. So I said, you know what? They would wear me out with those strikes. And then I said, you know what? Let me take how I feel out of it and just cover it down the middle. Cause I never said that these guys did anything. I don't know who did nothing. I wasn't there. I didn't put their name in my title. And I even made a few references to the videos. Y'all can't put that on them, but these people gonna twist it like that so they could get their numbers, but they not understanding what that could cause. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody don't got the same common sense that me and you might have. Somebody might hear that without looking at the whole story and run with that. Half these dudes be off drugs. They gang
drugs, not just marijuana, gang drugs.
Yeah, they on all type of drugs. I heard the sniffing in that clipping right there with the light, I don't know what he over there doing. And then they be drunk.
Right.
So, a lot of these dudes that watch us, man, they don't understand it. And it makes it dangerous when we be on here doing this, because a lot of people, like I say, they don't have that understanding, man. But it's a price to pay with this stuff, man. People ain't gonna like it, man. A lot of people don't like you. They don't like me. They don't like none of us on here doing this. They feel like, man, y'all, but we talking about what y'all bringing. I wouldn't have no content if y'all wouldn't get on the internet, throwing up your hoods. Y'all on here doing the most. And I see this stuff and I just get my input like, man, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't be disrespecting them dudes' hood. Have you noticed this? Almost every dude that we seen within the last couple of months that threw the middle finger up to somebody's neighborhood and we did reactions to it and then came back a few months later, these dudes got unalive.
Yeah.
It been a pattern that been going on. So I'm looking like, man, y'all new to this stuff. We've been doing this since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 90s. You probably been doing it longer than me,
No, I'm 47, so we the same age. I remember you dropped OYG Nick.
We both OG.
Wait, was it OTG Nick? What was it?
It was YOG, but that stands
for YOG Nick.
Yeah, that was it was for some other stuff. It was Young Nutty in Charge, but that's what that meant. But man, I just look at it like when we get on here, people not gonna like us. How many subscribers you got right now?
9,100.
Out of that 9,100, you probably got 1,000 people that don't like you, don't even know why they don't like you.
Right.
So you gotta expect that from these dudes, man. It's like I be hearing stuff, I be seeing stuff, but I don't bite into it because we ain't perfect. None of us perfect. We didn't all did some stuff, man. And when people bring it up on the internet, like I ain't got charged for that. What I'm gonna speak on that for? Until I get,
now that's what I was talking about, right? Somebody just mentioned it in the comments, right? And where this, I think this was like, it wasn't even no dry snitching, it was live snitching or just all out snitching, wet snitching, right? Whack 100 implicates you in some shit with Dale the Long Tail Rat, right? And first and foremost, I don't even want you to comment on whether you're not, but just the fact that he thought that would be cool, saying that you weren't doing it, he was wrong. And if you were doing it, he was wrong. there was no way for that to be even acceptable. But it's come so far where people has no ethics, no morals. They don't care. Whatever's going to get the most clicks, the most views, and even to get somebody locked up, it seems like that's what they're running with.
And then you got to look at it like this. Sometimes you don't know, like a lot of these people, like I done made some stuff up before. I ain't gonna lie, it was one video. I don't do this. It was one video, and I just seen the whole internet run. It was while I was going back and forth with Loose Cannon. I'm like, damn. So we don't know if dudes putting this out there for views. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if they doing it for clicks, but I don't get it. I don't entertain it. I don't get involved with it.
Go ahead.
You know, I don't get involved with a lot of that stuff. When I hear stuff, some stuff ain't for the internet. You know, when somebody bring it out there, it ain't no need for me to get on here and say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, every neighborhood got how many want to use. It's 1, 2, 3. So they don't know which Rick, right? They don't know who we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fit to play into that game. Now, if I'm sitting up in that jailhouse, now it's a problem. But I ain't did nothing. Ain't no police looking for me. I ain't robbed nobody. If I rob somebody, for sure. And what they talking about, come on, man. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. And at first I used to be like, man, Compton Ric Rocc be on bullshit. He talking about Wax, his brother. Wack can't do no wrong. Lil Doodles, what's up? Lil Doodles for Grape said, what's up to you too, Compton Ric Rocc. And I used to be like, man, Compton Ric Rocc too one-sided with Wack 100. And I let that distort how I viewed you, right? And then once I seen him do that, I said, damn, I'm on Compton Ric Rocc for being too nice to this nigga. And he would go and do some shit like that. I said, man, this shit is wild. So it makes you take a step back and take a abstract point of view when you start dealing with people. But you live and you learn. This internet is new to all of us that come from the inner communities. You know what I'm saying? But I can say this: keep doing your thing. I seen you at the Snoop Dogg birthday party. And even before that, I think when they was releasing some kind of
his album release,
the album release thing. You know what I'm saying? Standing there as your press. Have you applied to get your media credentials and press credentials yet?
You know what? I need to tap into all that. Like this stuff, like this was an accident for me. Like this stuff was never serious for me. I come from the hip hop, just like you. I come from rapping and doing rap videos. And one day, this is how all this started. My homie was filming some of my other homies, and they was doing reactions to jokes. You know, I used to do the comedy stuff.
Right.
So the homie like, Rock, come get on this microphone, do some of this pod. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that. I'm low riding. I don't care nothing about no podcasting. But when I seen them put the stuff together with the green screen, I couldn't believe how well put it was. So I went over there and I gave it a shot, gave it a try, and DMX had passed away. Now I met DMX a whole lot of times dealing with Game and Wack and all them back in the days. And I had just, right before DMX died, I was just Woody. And I did some content on it. The homie waited to after DMX was buried, and then he dropped the video. I'm like, man, hold up, man. We could have got the views off of this. I don't too much know, but I know them views mean something. So I sold all my low riders and I started doing this. But let's rewind it to the Wack thing, right? He had a homeboy named Pooh Rider. I was locked up with Pooh Rider.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Pooh Rider. Solid dude, right? So Pooh Rider introduced me to him, like, man, you know the homie, right?
You was in CMC with Pooh Rider or the county?
We was in CMC West.
All right.
So I met Pooh Rider. Pooh Rider was a good dude, man. Had the yard sold down, all the Bloods, Crips. Everybody respected Pooh Rider. Pooh Rider had pool, right? Also had, the phones and shit back then. So when I got out and met him, I knew Game since high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, Game is one of my partners, man. And I used to, did raps and all that old stuff. I got music.
You know what they say about that? They said the Game really was supposed to be from Nutty,
No, his father and his brother, rest in peace, was from the neighborhood.
Okay.
When I was going to school, Game, he was doing his basketball stuff and all that. His brother from Face and all them, of course, when you got family, you going to quite naturally, run with your family and all that stuff. But it was time when Game called me when I wanted to do security. I wanted to do my little security stuff. So I hit Game up like, hey, man, let me do some of that security with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the gym at this time working out, got my muscles and stuff up. So Game gave me a shot to do a security. So it was a whole lot of times, when the artists, they got to get up out of there. And this before Wack was even on this internet stuff. He wasn't, the stuff that y'all see now, I didn't know that person. The person I knew was always the management, handling the money situation, always, low key, handling business. So it was a lot of times when Gang didn't, have that bread because he had to get up out of it. And Wack made show. So I'm like I'm one of these type of dudes. Like, if I know you, then I know you for that. Whatever you got going on with these other people, that's their issue. You know what I'm saying? When there was times when I had to get paid from doing my work. So I don't turn on people unless they turn on me. They turn on me and give me a reason, then I'm not Compton Ric Rocc no more. I'm gonna go to Ric Rocc. And I try to refrain from being Ric Rocc because that dude be in the penitentiary somewhere. This stuff right here, being on this internet, man, is recreation. It took me out the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to be out there because now I'm spending my time making this money. I done seen some checks on here. I'm like, man, I used to go, you know what I'm saying? I used to go hustle to get, like you said earlier, we was over counters for this, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I done seen some checks on here. I can't believe, like, man, they pay you for this?
Right.
Like, man, I used to do construction at the oil refinery and they don't pay you like this, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to get too much caught up in all this stuff, man.
Well, you lived and you learned though, right? When you got all of them strikes, and that's where I'm at now. Now, mind you, I got a way that I formulated because when I first got on the internet, it was because I seen Wack 100 interview Tekashi 6ix9ine. So you got all of these blood dudes from New York down south. Like, what's up, Duse M, man? Y'all cool with that? He just snitched on the homies, they bloods, and I'm like, man, that's some street politics shit. They said, but this dude be on the internet and he acting like, that's just what we do, and that's a misrepresentation. We need to unify the East and the West and show that we standing against these rats. So I'm like, yeah, I'm always with standing against some fuckery, right? So we got on there, we talked. From there, Wack 100, after I confronted him, wanted to be my friend, and I got at him. He offered me the world. Man, if there's anything I could do, and I DM'd him, hey, look, respectfully, I ain't coming for you because we addressed that situation, and I'm not ready to go to jail behind some other niggas, but I just wanted the public to know that the Damus don't necessarily agree with or push the way that you pushing with this Tekashi 6ix9ine shit. That's publicly said, and I'm done with that, but I don't want to do no business with you. And the reason was because I figured that anybody who doesn't see a problem with someone snitching on his homies, because mind you, he knew some of those dudes on that 9 Trey Gangster case. So I was like, shit, you don't give a fuck about motherfuckers you associate with and you still deal with. I'm not saying knock the rat down, but hey, look, I'm gonna push away from you. Got too much going on, and I just don't get down like that, man. And I don't want people to get the wrong message. From there, it was a whole campaign, right? I tell them, hey, look, man, when you doing all of this, he got into it to Grave Street. Shout out Lil Doodles. Lil Doodles was there, right? He kept speaking on the J-Rock situation. So Lil Doodles is hitting me on Clubhouse like, hey, Wack keep coming into your states because Wack's still trying to recruit me. He like, man, let me address him. I said, look, bro, my platform ain't for no gangbang shit. If we want to do that, fuck this shit, cameras and shit. We could go back up in the trenches, and then that's what we know what's gonna come with that. Death or jail. You know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't get on here for that. I got on here to try to build and expand and network. And so anyway, it just so happened Wack came in there, the Grape Streets, I addressed him. I said, bro, you doing all of this shit. People is in my back channel talking about fuck slobs, you rat loving motherfucker, fuck bias, all of the most disrespectful shit associating me with the bullshit that I distanced myself from just because Wack 100 was following me. So I told him, look, bro, I ain't cool with none of that shit. And this now we gonna get the fade. He agreed. I said, now the Grape Streets in here, they got their own issue. I can't speak for no Crips. Hey, Doodle. So Doodle said, yeah, what you doing? And now that went from there to that. And then the exit, the boy said he got paperwork on me. Mind you, he done already ran a make on me. It's all on the internet. So that's where that came. So from that point, everybody on Clubhouse, he started telling, if you on the 100 side, block Lamonte, right? I swear to God, block everybody on his stage, right? He basically tried to blackball me, kick me all the way down. I was never supposed to be in here right now with a voice at all, let alone with 9,000 subscribers. I watched him. He reported my rooms. I've been suspended from Clubhouse. My rooms being shadow banned. So then when I got to YouTube, it was the exact same thing as what you saying. I started getting hit with strikes. Not only him, Reggie Wright has been tearing me up. And that really fucks with your growth. So then I started seeing like, man, this internet be first. Reggie is in a wheelchair. I think Reggie is worse than Whack 100 to me. I mean, just the kind of person he is, right? He's the worst piece of shit, but this dude ain't did nothing to me. He's a vegetable. If I seen Reggie right now, I wouldn't slap him, I wouldn't hit him or nothing. So why am I steadily going at this motherfucker if he gonna continue to take the growth, the message, positive message I'm trying to expand, and the opportunity to do that away from it? So I had to reassess it. And like you said, you taking sides and doing some shit like that, it ain't good on YouTube, man. Remain neutral.
Once you start making a certain amount of money, you put like me, man, it's too much bread for me to, because you know who, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know who gave me my first lessons to YouTube?
Who?
Damu and Kiwe conversations. Y'all gave me my first strike.
Wait, I gave you a strike?
Well, you got me quick. That's what I learned. Because I didn't know at first, but y'all taught me a lesson. Look, it was you, China Mac, and it was Street TV. I got 3 strikes back to back to back, but China Mac took one off. And I'm not sure if you took one. I don't know. But that's when I was like, man, what's this? I didn't know nothing about strikes. So ever since then, that's when I said, you know what? Because I was using people content and I was clowning. So I come on your channel, get your content. And I'm clowning you like a motherfucker. I'm on there. I'm going on one. I'm doing him the same way. They was booking me. Boom, boom. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. I'm doing this wrong. As soon as I started doing it the right way, stop talking about people. I crack a few jokes. It been running smooth. Then I start showing people pages love. I stopped using their content. So when I use their content now, man, y'all go over there and follow their page. Y'all go over there and follow their page, and I watch their channels grow. Because it be, so many people watching my stuff, send them right over where you got the content from. So I don't too much get caught up in a lot of this stuff no more, man. Like once I cut this stuff off and go outside, I don't even think about none of this stuff till I cut it back on. I don't try to I got too much stuff going on to be really getting into it. These dudes will do something to you about this internet stuff, man.
No, that's a fact.
You'll walk down the street, man. Somebody been and cracked you upside your head for something you forgot you even said on here, man.
But you know what's crazy, Ric Rocc? If I say something, I expect that. First and foremost, getting on here, I understand. Because if somebody say the wrong thing, I know I'm liable to react when I see them in person. But not because they made jokes about me, not because they clowned me, not because when they're being intentionally disrespectful. So say something to the hood. Now that's past the internet, and I know how the homies gonna do it because it's a certain aspect you present yourself. If you get on here, you see I don't say too much about the brims, the Fruittown brim, and street shit. Now, if it's some shit like say the boy K5, he been going viral on the internet. He come out was a gangster, but he went bad, and he talking about he still brim and he run the brims and all of that. The homies is gonna be like, no. We need motherfuckers to understand that that's not what's going on. He was that, but he can't do that. And then it's obviously we feel obligated to correct the record for the public. But for the most part, as to specific crimes and all of that beefs with other dudes, man, we not even finna dig into that because, like you said, the internet is forever. And if you slip up, I'm not bigger than the program. I could be held accountable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At 47.
Not to cut you off, it's not the people that we know. It's people that I'm pretty sure you get this too, man. I'll be walking somewhere or going to the grocery store and people be walking up on me, Ric Rocc. I'll be like, man, I don't know these people.
Right,
you know
right.
That's when it become a problem. It's not the problem with the people that I know, visually. It's these people that I don't know. They know us, but we don't know them.
Right.
That's the part about this stuff that I be like, okay, like I'm here now. Oh man, Ric Rocc about this internet stuff. I'm like, man, is y'all crazy, man? Do y'all?
No, I don't think, especially with this shit with Gumby. Now it did go a little far with the insinuation, like he said, oh, they snitching on the Hoovers. First and foremost, I don't think that they snitching on the Hoovers. There's Menlo Hood and all of the reports that came out was saying Hoovers,
Right.
because he was from 6 O's, right? Mm-hmm. Then Whack and them other people came and they're talking about, no, he was lined up. It was something between a prostitute or something else. So I'm like, I don't even know where he got that information from. But in any event, why would you bring that if that is what you heard to it? So I said, first and foremost, I talked to his family, right? And
me too. Being
able to hear how much they're still in mourning. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Dayon, salute to the LA Chargers, even though this Chiefs kingdom to death. But they came out and supported, the whole football team came out on Figueroa yesterday to support Dayon and his family and his homeboys in mourning on Figueroa to the visual. But to see that, I don't even want to speak on that issue. You know what I'm saying? Just out of respect. And I don't think that's just for them. I think that's the energy I want to maintain to anybody who's in that mourning. Because if somebody say something about somebody that passed away in my family, I might go all the way there. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm telling y'all right now, listen, I'm going to tell you right now. If something was to happen to me, don't get on this, and I don't want none of y'all. I want all of y'all. Don't y'all get on here, man. Ric Rocc was a nice dude, man. Nah, nigga, talk shit about make your money off me. Get it? Because if somebody at my funeral talking about he was nice, y'all slap that motherfucker. Don't get up. Don't let that dude get up there talking about I was nice. I was just out there breaking in cars and all type of shit, breaking in houses and stealing purses and all that when I was a kid. Don't get on here talking about I was doing anything nice. But listen, man, I get it. I understand it. Half the dudes that was saying that, what's them channels? They not even from out here. These dudes, they from another. I don't even know who these dudes. They be making their own stories up. And if let's say if we do a reaction to that video and it say it in that video, we never said it. They said we really from the streets. I'm not fit to get on here and say them dudes did nothing. I don't know what them dudes did. I wasn't there. Somebody from their family called me. It told me some things, but I can't get on the internet and say what them people told me. I'm gonna play dumb and keep going back and forth what they talking about on here. I can't tell y'all what that man family told me because I got a call, but I can't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know, let them police do their job and go figure it out and find out. It ain't my business to know who did what. If I was the one, you know what I'm saying? That's between the killers and the police, man. That ain't got nothing to do with us bringing it to the internet. And for them dudes that's getting on here lying, that ain't cool, man. I don't, I wouldn't put that on nobody's set. I'm really a street dude. I'm really in the streets for real. You know what I'm saying? I be out there in my low rider and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Like you said, they could bust you in the head, right?
Man, crack you upside your dome. You be like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like you see, what's the dude yesterday? Cowboy. We seen him.
Oh my God. Talk about that.
Nasty work.
Listen, man. You know when you come from the 90s, man.
Right.
You know if you call a man, you talking to a man and calling him out, you got to get off. You don't turn your back on nobody, man. That ain't no dope fiend to me. If I'm disrespecting you and I turn my back, I suspect that, right?
Should have been ready. Yeah, I should have been ready.
It could have been worse than that. What if he had a knife? Right. What if he had a pistol?
Right.
See what I'm saying? You could have lost your life all because of what? If you ain't gonna handle your business, man, I'm not doing that, man.
Yeah. And he really had him messed up because first, and I'm one of the ones that say that the boy Cowboy was all the way out of pocket and snitched on the boy that unalived Nipsey Hussle, right? He owned up to that. So it's not something that he's denying. It's the truth and reality based on the code that we all had signed up for. But this man still shows his face, and from everything I heard, even when he was smoking crack when he was younger, he was in them Thunderdomes, and he does that. That was his cameraman that was doing the camera. So dude sees the camera on him, right, and steps in his. That's the camera's on Ric Rocc. I see you doing the video, and I say, "Oh man, get up in the camera, that nigga, that boom boom." What I expected, Compton Ric Rocc finna do, right? And he got what he got what he got. Whenever you put out that kind of energy, man, that's kind of like the type of energy that you're gonna reciprocate.
Let me ask you this. You ever been in jail and you seen one of those, broke wrist guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you ever seen? Listen, man. I remember I was at where was I at, man? That was Corcoran. I was at Cork, and it was this big old black dude, bald head, named Tex, right?
I thought you was going to say to that when you did the braids.
No, I got hands too, right? But this dude name was Tex, right? So one day we on a 180 yard. One day I hear the police, get down, come from under the bed. And when they say cuff him under, it was Tex sale, right? So we could look. I was like, that's Tex sale. I'm like, man, Tex didn't beat that boy because he up in there one of them broke wrist dudes, right? I said, man, Tex didn't beat that dude up, man. They said, cuff him under the bed. Tex didn't. So look, they pulled the broke wrist dude out the cell, got him cuffed up, and the police said, cuff him under the bed. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I said the broke dude, man, Tex came out, man, he was lumped up, man, the dude then whooped his butt. So dudes be forgetting, yeah, he might have told on somebody, but that don't take the fact away that dude's still a killer. That don't take the fact away that dude still got squabbles. So you got to be careful when you deal with them dudes. If you ain't gonna dust them off, you might as well leave him alone, because that dude, the killer, he'll do something to you, man. He wasn't scared to kill. He was scared to go to jail. Right. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna do nothing to them dudes, man, it's best to leave them dudes alone, man, because them dudes will mess around and take your life, man. And then they gonna tell again and get out of jail when they take your life, man. I know some stuff that happened in '85. You want to hear about it? I ain't told you about that one.
Right,
you know
right.
You can't be out here playing with these people, man, just because they did some telling and all that stuff. Like they say, man, back in the days, it used to be, if you're not gonna handle the business, don't talk about it. If we was on the yard and I said, man, that dude told, they gonna say,
you gotta handle that.
Definitely you gotta handle. If you don't handle, the homie's gonna get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
and rightfully so, because that could start some shit on the yard. So say it was me, right? And you was like, hey, that nigga Eminem is a rat. And then you don't handle the business, and then it get back to me. Now 2 cars is going at it. Right. Behind something that you brought to the table and didn't stand on. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how the politics go. But this the internet, man, and man, they said everybody seen it. They said Compton Ric Rocc. I said, how did Compton Ric Rocc snitch? You know what I'm saying? The nigga Hoover, well, he said this. This is what the news was saying. This is what's been reported on what you call it. This new inside information. Right. This ain't, I just got this from the 6-0. I just got this from the
watch this, Eminem. Look.
Yeah.
Every reaction I do. Every video I do is somebody else's video. And how the hell I'm telling when I'm saying, man, the news, y'all seen what that it's on the internet. I'm getting the content from yo homies.
Right.
If I'm talking about you, I'm getting it from y'all. Y'all put it on the internet. Y'all on here waving your flags. Y'all on here throwing the middle finger up to people hood. And just because Duse M's or ODM Slim or somebody might do a reaction to it, oh man, y'all doing too much. How we doing? Y'all the one on the internet. If y'all went on here doing this, we would have nothing to talk about. Man, these channels be shut down.
Yeah, man.
You know,
it's definitely a slippery slope. But I can tell you this much, man. For those what I do speak on, I know I'm gonna have to stand on, because I'm a public figure also, and it's not about the low riding, it's about my charity events. You know what I'm saying? Feeding the homeless on Skid Row, like Crip Night, right? Right. Back to school supply drives and all of these different things where I'm gonna be in the community. Now, if I'm wrong, bust me in my head. I deserved it, whatever I got coming, because I was wrong. But if I was right, I'm gonna be, and I don't think most people, when they see me in public, really gonna want to step to me, because you're not gonna win that situation. You know what I'm saying? Right. Whether it's the fade or something else, I just roll as security on top of security, and these the ones that really go. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but that just because I know I got people that go, I also don't want to put them in an unnecessary situation where they be taken away from their family because I was on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, I appreciate you coming. Your name was in the title, the content was in there. So
you can always use my name with this content space. You can always use that, and that's for anybody, right? I want to see us all win. I want to see us all get that bread. And I hope one day somebody say, you know what? Let's start our own no jumper. Let's start our own this. Let's start our own that. Everybody put their differences aside. Let's get these millions, man. Because these streamers and all these other dudes on the East Coast, man, they getting a bag. Them dudes over there getting the bag. But I think with us over here, we so prideful over here, man, and certain things that we hold so dearly that I think sometimes it's stopping us from reaching these certain heights, man. We already got a stigma from being in the streets. And no matter how much we be on here and talk positive or try to get through some of these youngsters, because some of these dudes our age, they already gone. You know what I'm saying? So if a youngster run across our page and we saying something positive, maybe that can help them in the long run, but they gonna still say, nah, them dudes, they playing. Them dudes will still go out there and shoot something. They'll still go out there and, that's how they look at us, man. So we got to do something, man. I hope in 2026, I hope that we all could get that paper. I hope all our channels go up, man. I hope we get, somebody get a deal. You see, like you say, the Snoop Dogg party, that came from me just being on the internet, doing what I do. Them dudes watch all of us, man.
Yeah. They told me they hate the nigger net, though. They call us the nigger net.
Yeah, we the new rappers, man. We are the new, and nobody watch TV. They watching Kiwe, Damu conversations. Damu Kiwe conversations. They watching Compton Ric Rocc TV. They watching all our stuff, man. So, sometimes we got to look at that like we just one video away from blasting off. You know what I'm saying? But, man, salute to your channel, man. Y'all get them likes up, get them subscribes up, man. It's Compton Ric Rocc with Compton Ric Rocc TV. Salute to the brother up top, man. And I catch all of y'all on the next one.
Thanks again, bro. Salute.
All the time.
Y'all go follow Compton Ric Rocc TV. Make sure y'all subscribe up over there because he do be having the content, man.
Oh, yeah, we're going to laugh and joke too, man.
Yeah, Rash Dog 89 said, God ain't let us reach this age for nothing. It's up to us to lead by example. Hey, Rash Dog, I think that was the most important lesson to take away from today. Compton Ric Rocc just said that that we hopefully we come together and get our own no jumper. That's what me and Big U were trying to do. The money Big U gave for the commercial building so that we can have our own no jumper owned by people that look like us, right? So that we can try to deter all of the negative bullshit and put a nip into it with all of the back and forth, right? That's the money that we had to help put down on that first lawyer that he got. We had to take the money back from that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we got Big U, now you heard Ric Rocc say that, you heard me thinking about that exact same thing. That's the next step. You know what I'm saying? Economic independence, where when hip hop artists, they don't want to go, the big hip hop artists don't want to go to no jumper because they saying it's bullshit. They see that it's a whole lot of police shit going on. It's a whole lot of negative shit going on. And when you got positive traction, you don't need that to disrupt your peace. You don't need the intentional disrespect because somebody's trying to get some views. You know what I'm saying? Real content. We finna have a studio in Vegas next month. I'm going to be opening up the studio in Vegas for content creators. If you interested, tap in. You'll be able to do content there, TikTokers, vloggers. We're going to set up booths for that. You'll be able to record music there, right? We're going to have studios, engineers specifically for that. And you can shoot videos and some scenes with the green screen. It's a big commercial building where you lift up the garage. You can bring your lowrider up in there and put the green screen behind it. So y'all tap in. We definitely is moving towards economic independence and starting 2026 off a whole lot different. If you a YouTuber or you a content creator, tap in, bro. We will be in Vegas on the West Coast, and we gonna get that motherfucker jerking. You could be a part of history and changing the narrative, or you can remain a part of the problem. Let us get to this new thing. I didn't get to go through it. So Compton Ric Rocc going, hold on. Let me get to this new video. You know what I'm saying?
Which video is this?
Go ahead, Southern Force. I didn't hear what you said, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Oh, well, basically, number one, salute to you. Salute to Compton Ric Rocc and stuff, really putting together an ideal and, unifying us together as a whole instead of being separated and separating us from the evils that are surrounding us and not the ones that want to contribute to our community. So definitely salute to that.
Yeah, OG Bam, salute, bro. I didn't even see you down there, homie. King Ace. Good to see you brothers talk, man. I can have a conversation with anybody except CSU back. The Crip Cop, Crackhead Eddie, I can't have, or Rico the Rad Rose. But besides those four, man, I could any brother that looked like us, and Charleston White. But anybody else other than them five, talk.
So by now, most of y'all seen the video where Wack 100 was going off on Smack because Smack allegedly was giving Charleston White some type of pass to come to LA. Now, with that being said, a lot of people began to talk about this. One of the people that began to talk about this, though, was T-Rail's brother, Big Deal. Now, Big Deal actually went to his Instagram page and had a message for Smack about Smack putting it on the hood and other things. Check out what Big Deal had to say about this.
Boys say we moving forward. But another thing I seen last night that the what's the name? Wack 100. He said he'll beat it out of Smack. What's going on with that, Smack? Let's talk about it, man. You gonna handle that or what? Cause you put it on the set and everything, man. You feel me? Or y'all got on the phone? Oh, it was just content, Don't be putting that on the set, man. You feel me? You know my slogan, man. Keep it gangster or get put off gangsters. Straight up.
You know his slogan. Keep it gangster or get put off gangsters. Now, I even reacted to this yesterday, and I heard a lot of on trouble gangster, on trouble crip in that conversation. A couple times Wack said, don't crip me. I'm not sure if Wack really took Smack serious, but he was telling Smack he wasn't like that. And there was a part of the conversation where it was like, well, we can get down. Nevertheless, though, Back on Fig went live today, man, and that conversation came up. And during that conversation, Smack said that not only will he line it up with Wack, but he said now Big Deal is saying he will take Smack's back fade and take a fade with Wack 100.
Yeah, that nigga Wack is a hoe.
How you gonna tell me? What is the word he used?
Why did he do you like that?
He didn't do me like shit. Everything. What was the word?
Nigga got at you.
What the word
you ain't nobody out
he
here.
He tried to downplay him.
I'm not nobody out here.
Yeah, you ain't nobody out here. You're not a factor out here, young man. You're not a factor out here.
He's not a factor. This is
You're not a
nigga
factor.
Pyro. We gonna get him. No Pyro. And they got to fade with nobody.
Well, part of that, Smack is right. We haven't seen Wack catch a fade since he got into it in that parking lot with those two white dudes. But nevertheless, T-Rail is saying that they were, he was trying to downplay you. He said that Smack was a nobody. I'm going to do y'all a favor. What Wack actually said was Smack he doesn't have a voice on the West Coast. Basically,
Miss Dior, what's your DMs? I'm trying to jump up in there.
He ain't the type of person that could actually call a shot to where Charleston White can come through and he can protect them and stop anything from happening. He said he ain't built like that, but let's keep going.
Yeah.
You gonna call AD?
He said he's gonna beat your ass.
That's on my mind.
Hold on, before we get to the content, community is always first. Deuce, blessings to the house, love, respect, like, share, subscribe. However, I'm right now, blackout in some parts of San Bernardino County and alone. Pray for me, man. Prayers to everybody in the Inland Empire, San Bernardino County. If it's a blackout, make sure y'all check on y'all peeps, man. That's out in them areas, man. Prayers to you, Miss Inglewood Blue. But yeah, Miss Dior, you heard what I said. What's your IG? I'm trying to slide up in them DMs as we were.
Everybody's face.
Yeah,
so
you have a street behind you.
They called in. Homies called in, nigga. Shout out TF, shout out T2, Traffic. They like, what, you need us to fade? Like, what, he really want to do that with you on fire one? What, would he need that?
Hey, as soon as he get in there, do he really need that?
So apparently, the streets was tapping in with Smack. Hey, listen, the hell with what Wack talking about. If Wack want to get down, I'll get down for you. Like, we ain't about to let nobody put hands on Smack. Apparently, some of Smack's homeboys ain't feeling what Wack was saying about it. The craziest part about this, we understand content, right? But some of the things that's being said is going to start a content war. I ain't going to say like Flacco, this is going to start a gang war in LA. But nah, this is going to start a content war, a content beef. Entertainment, because what T-Rail is about to say next, I'm pretty sure Wack is definitely gonna try to respond to.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take that back, bro. I'm gonna take that back. You holding it down for Charleston, so I'm gonna hold it down for that nigga too.
Thank you.
So fuck that nigga Wack.
Yeah, and whoever he worked with, fuck them too.
Yeah, I like that.
Not only do they say that Wack can't even protect the white boy that he's sitting down with, talking about Adam Graham Mason, but they also talk about or bring up the fact that Wack allegedly got swung on at Game's concert. You know, the one where they said
he got slapped. He didn't get swung on.
They caught him.
That's a
The
fact.
garage with the car, and they said he yelled, "For real, Eugene?"
Like, he can't even protect the white boy he's sitting with.
No, he can't protect himself, my nigga. How many times he got banked, my nigga? Shout out Draws, banked that nigga at his own
TD,
at his own fucking
show
at game shit. Ran him off the stage, jump off the front stage. You getting
De
banked
Novo.
at your own artist concert.
So Wack 100 really got banked that day.
You got banked then, nigga, and then my nigga from Great knocked you out, nigga, at Rolling Lounge.
J-Rock.
Quit playing with me.
So at Rolling Lounge,
he got knocked out.
Where
Mills at? That nigga just slapped me. Paul Root.
Hey, they talking that shit.
Hey, back on Fig is talking that shit. Shout out to Smack, right? Shout out to Smack. But I think the troubles really must be pressing the lean, y'all, because Smack got on here popping that shit, nigga. Nigga, you can't even protect yourself, nigga. Nigga, shout out to Draws. Draws slap. I think he hit him and slapped him. So he got hit and slapped, right? Hit in the back of the head and slapped after he got slapped. So he got slapped, hit in the back of the head. And then the other nigga pump fake with the blower. We gonna get to that content after. Let's go.
Like, I mean, they bringing up all the stuff that you denied, that a lot of people saying that you lied about happening. The concert with the Game and Kanye, the situation outside the Rolling Lounge. Hey, it's a lot going on in this conversation, man. Now, I'm gonna skip past some of the other stuff that they saying in this, and y'all go to their content because we got to get to the main event of this. Big Deal, T-Rail's big brother, said that he'll line it up and get down with Wack 100. And I think T-Rail was actually surprised that Big Deal said this.
They got numerous of people saying it too, because what's his name went up on his YouTube and was like, "Oh yeah, woo woo." Who was it? It was a gang of people went up on there like, we was Smack.
You was Smack?
Yeah. Your brother called in like, what, you need me to take that fade? On Kiwe.
So now Big Deal want to take the fade with Wack.
You like, yeah, you need me to catch that fade? On Kiwe.
Oh, I thought Big Deal and Wack was like one of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, was like this. Because Big Deal was on No Jumper, and I thought he was like this with everybody on No Jumper.
He never met Wack a day in his life.
But he didn't have to. I thought everybody on that motherfucker was like this.
No, he don't. No, it's not.
I could have swore they sat together. They never sat together.
No.
So now Big Deal. They about the same size.
He gonna put hands and feet on that nigga.
So you think Big Deal against Wack?
I know.
So Wack and Big Deal
knocking him, sleep, go to bed.
So Big Deal now. You guaranteeing that Big Deal now is knocking Wack out?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh my God, man.
That's a fact.
So now he has to go. You know you setting up phase though. You know what I'm saying? You setting up the phase.
Yeah.
Man, this content game is crazy, man. At the end of the day, Smack said he's guaranteeing that Big Deal is putting Wack to bed, putting him to sleep. Now, we haven't heard Big Deal say this. We only going off of what Smack said. I don't know if we're going to end up getting verification from Big Deal about this or not. Big Deal has re-entered the content space, and he really been going up. I was checking out the Matt Wap video and him and Keem going back and forth after Keem kind of got checked by Mr. Viral from Viral Way Podcast. Shout out to them too. Hey, man, listen. At the end of the day, man, like, Smack been rocking with Charleston White for a long time, and it really wasn't that serious of an issue. I mean, if Smack was out there with Charleston or in LA, he was out there with him. Wack, you can't control who brings somebody out there. But now this done turned into something else off of a back and forth that was basically, I took it as if it was content. And I'm still taking it as it's content. The only reason why I'm looking at it a little different now is because Big Deal has entered the chat. Get in the comment section. Who y'all got, man? T-Rail seemed like he was a little surprised at his.
Hey, could anybody on the team send me the video where Whack 100 admit he was talking to what's his gay friend name? Jason Lee. Can anybody send me the clip where he tells Jason Lee that he did get hit by J-Rock? Let's go.
Brother jumped in this because y'all know they don't get along at all for nothing. I ain't never seen two brothers not get along. That's a like crazy story itself. But at the end of the day, man, he got love for Smack. A lot of people got love for Smack, man. You know, I mean, Smack was upset with me about making the video about the girls on Fig or whatnot, man. But it is what it is, man. Everybody's entitled to their opinion and feel how they feel, especially when the conversation is, you know, directed at that individual. But in this particular case, this is wild, man. I'm looking forward to the response from Whack if we get one. And the crazy part about it, y'all, Adam just said that Big Deal was trying to get him up to no jumper. This should be good, man. Stay tuned. Get locked in. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all already know what it is. Ruler Gang.
Shout out to the Ruler Report, man. Y'all go over there and hit that like button and watch that whole content. If you missed part of it, man, tell the Ruler Report, man, that I sent you, man. Salute to that brother. Keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? I think we need more of that anyway. But we talked about the slap heard around the world, and it's ironic that the slap heard around the world was brought up by Smack, you know what I'm saying, from back on Fig. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do, we gonna let J-Rock tell y'all about it. Since Whack always say J-Rock wouldn't say that, we got J-Rock talking about it.
My nigga. I met Whack with YG, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know YG, nigga? They get YG on the phone here to verify the story, my nigga. Whack called himself pressing YG, nigga, and he didn't work out the way he wanted to work out, my nigga. He just had words with Cuz, damn near about to fuck Cuz up. You feel me? Whack is a nigga that play chess, bro. He an old nigga that play chess. So the nigga seen me, he like, damn, bro, you a real nigga. Come holler at gang. Try to give me a job with gang. Never was I homeless, my nigga. I had my own spot the whole time. Man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even want to speak about business, but let's just say
J-Rock was good.
I ain't got no problems with gang, homie. You know what I'm saying? Game ain't my issue, my nigga. That's that. Shout out to game. I ain't, you know, but whoever was in control of game money, whether it was Whack or somebody, my bills wasn't getting paid on time because my check wasn't coming on time. So I hit Whack and let Whack know, what's up, bro? Nigga work, you know what I'm saying? Nigga working for you, bro. What's happening, homie? Where my money at? So I don't know if he sliding me game money or saying it's his money, whatever. When I hit the nigga, he'll send me my check. Cool, all up, no problem, homie. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, the checks wasn't coming on time. I bounced, homie. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Nip hit me. Hey, listen, bro. Come fuck with me, bro. Get out of there, bro. I go fuck back with my bro, which I was fucking with before game, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I rolled it out to my nigga passed away. You know what I'm saying? Whack always had a problem with Nick, bro. For whatever underlying reason, he always hated on Nick, bro. It's always been there, bro. It's many of stories with Whack hating on Hustle. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have that same energy when Hustle hopped out on him. That Platinum Motor.
Mark them out.
Ask about it, bro. Go to Platinum, ask the Nip hop out on Whack, bro. They got a video somewhere, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Then I bumped into Whack at the fucking concert I did. Our Rush Cup. Cup was woozy, out his damn mind. He know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. He had 1 million niggas with him all behind him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And keep it 100 with you. the fucking West Sides broke the fight up. Then the treat, they was sticking the motherfucker, homie. We was only like 3-4 thick, like 3-4 homies with me from my hood. You know what I'm saying? Cool, all love. Stand up. Me and that nigga all standing up, nigga. The treetops come, nigga. YG homeboys come and help us out. So now we got numbers on us, they got numbers, whatever. What we doing? Wack walk away. That was the end of it. My nigga had a whole rant about how he got socked out. Now, Wack done said 10 different stories, bro. He got hit, I ran. He didn't get hit. On the video, he said I knocked him out. On this clip that y'all playing me right now, he said that he felt wind. What the fuck really happened, my nigga? And where I come from, we don't even talk about fights, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fights is every day in the hood. Nigga, who talks about fights, bro? Since when? Win, lose, or draw. Nigga, we don't talk about fights. Nigga, we see the nigga again, we squabble up again. Or then it's over, whatever. Or however the fuck you play out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But this clown shit, niggas gotta stop entertaining clown shit, bro. Niggas gotta stop entertaining this shit, bro.
Salute to J-Rock, man. We definitely needed that confirmation, even though we already know, you know, the streets talk, man. And that's what Wack understands. Most of the people on the internet, don't have ties to the streets. So he got plausible deniability off the gate. Let's get to this real quick. This is the whole new angle. Let's see if we can show y'all this. And then we're gonna get to Wack 100 admitting it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. Hey, Trail, I don't know why you talking about, oh, so it really happened.
I got you. Somebody could knock me out. I got that. He gone. OG, he gone. OG, he's already left. OG, he already left.
His ass delirious.
I got one around when niggas don't see him. No, we ain't trying to run with him.
Why y'all niggas wasn't around with him?
We gotta get out.
Out of that coma quick.
I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on. No!
Was that nigga?
Hey, kill him! Come on. Don't do that. Don't, blood. Y'all wasn't around. No.
Y'all wasn't around when niggas dope feed me. So we got that. We got Wack denying it. And then we got Wack admitting it. And then we're going to get into the slap heard around the world that Smack was just talking about. Shout out to Smack and Back on Fig. But, hey, Wack 100, your lies done caught up to you. Niggas know you's a buster. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go back.
Nasty word.
That's crazy.
Here it goes.
Wack.
Let him shoot his shit, bro.
Hey, yo, listen to me, bro. You don't call everybody out to that studio. You don't call niggas to the studio that sell houses and shit. My question for you is, where is all that energy at with J-Rock, my nigga?
Hold on, let me go up to. They said 314 is the time. Shout out to Baby Dig, my bro. You know what I'm saying? The Damu Kiwe conversation is up in here. Let's go.
Because he used to work for me. He used to bodyguard my kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, when I see him, I talk to him. He wasn't a dude that I'm like, he's a threat, some shit like that, because he was really like family. When he saw me, right, He got off. No, we was coming in. We was all coming in. We already running late. I got like 20 minutes to get game to the stage trailer. And my wife and kids is over there, so I'm kind of focusing on that. So I really wasn't how I was supposed to be, right? So when he saw me, he got off, right? I didn't know he got off till he got off, right? So by the time I realized what was going on, right, my home on the side of me, Cuban Rob, he get off, right? But dude's making his retreat already, right? So what y'all seeing on the footage is like the second half, because we know which area he ran into, but the security swarmed so goddamn much, then they know who I am, and now other people's coming. Big homie, what's happening? I'm trying to get back to the area where I think he is, like the LAPD, and search. No, he hit me and Ray got a good one in. He was like 300 pounds, so I always question, like, could you handle one of them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on.
It was
I
kind of
want
like a
them to hear
bad night,
this.
but
Don't talk over that. I want them to hear this.
it's like the LAPD and search. No, he hit me and Ray got a good one in. He was like 300 pounds, so I always question, like, could you handle one of them? You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a bad night, but a good night, because I'm like, shit, I ate that. Like, it ain't, the internet is making this up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've already spoken to the gentleman. He called me apologizing and let me know where his head was at, and this is that and other. So, you know, it ain't no big deal like that. I got a lot of relationships over there, but people feed into the internet. They like, oh, this is what's going on. And I got to speak on it because I don't know who this dude is beefing with. I continued, got my artist to the stage and everything I needed to do. I went on my little hunt, couldn't find him, back to business.
Yeah.
You ducking my question, bro.
No,
it's all
I'm not,
good.
bro. Listen to me.
I'm about to get back to blowing this dope, bro.
Hey, bro, listen to me. Let me ask you a question. If a motherfucker hit me and allegedly knocked me out, do you think he would be running?
To him live. Yeah, he could have seen them other niggas coming. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into it right now. Let me go ahead and close this off, and then we finna get into the slap heard around the world. Smack back on Fig. Y'all need to run this video, bro. Hold on.
Bro,
What's up, YouTube? I ain't got too much to say on this one. Shout out to Damu, Kiwe Conversations, Scandalous Los Angeles, and Mario's World. Let's go.
Bro, it was epic, bro. You had to be there, bro. So look, I'm on the phone with you. I'm on the phone with TD. You know what I'm saying? We on the phone, chopping it up, talking about our album and shit, our music. Boom, all day we on the phone. Boom, on the phone. All right, boom, I get a phone call like, hey, we at the spot tonight, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Corrupt performing. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm already on Olympics, so I basically bust a bitch. Boom. Because it's like, they go on, when it start? Oh, right now. Oh, damn. Oh, I bust a bitch. Boom. I head to the motherfucking Novo. Boom, I get to the Novo. When I walk in, I see the nigga True Car. That's my little bro. I see True Car. Yeah, True Car, stretch hands, 9 hand, boom, bam. I try to shoot backstage. I'm thinking Corrupt back there, that's where homies at. Boom. So mind y'all, the whole time I'm thinking I'm going to, you know, pull up on Gotti. The homie's gonna be there. He gonna perform. Everybody go home. Woo, wow, right? So when I get in there, I'm looking for the homies. I don't see the homies. I try to go backstage. They're like, can't nobody go back there. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, niggas acting weird. I'm like, all right, well, let me see. I'm like, where the homies at? I call. When I call, I'm like, where everybody? Like, oh, they at the bar section. Boom. So I get over there. I see the homie. Boom. I shake his hand. I'm gonna leave some names out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how everybody. Yeah. Boom. So I'm only gonna speak about me and TD. When we get there, boom. So I see the homie. I shake his hand. Shake the other homie hand. Boom. We chilling. We leaning against the wall. I look. The nigga I'm next to is TD. I look at TD like, nigga, you didn't tell me he was coming out here. He got his hat low, right? All right. He like, yeah. He laugh. I'm like, yeah, nigga, you didn't tell me you was coming out here, nigga. I just got off the phone with you, fool. He like, yeah. So, boom, right, we go into the little bar area. We standing there, and I see this nigga TD stretching now. Oh, no. I've been around. I've been in a few fights. I've been in a few rumbles. I didn't have my time, right? When I see the homie stretching, I already know what time. So that's when it dawned on me, like, oh, corrupt performer with gang manager is, right? yeah. So I got on my $1,100 Gucci, right? I got on my motherfucking Gucci. So I see the homie stretching that I get to tie my shoe. Because the last thing I want to lose is my shoes. You know what I'm saying? In a rumble, you can be took off on and you can still on. You can fight back, right? So anything can happen in a rumble. So in my mind, I see the homie stretching. This nigga's on the pillar, really doing the stretches though. Duse M, like the real, like he in the gym stretching, gang, right? Yeah. So as he do the stretches, I tie my shoes. I'm like, fuck. The nigga whack come running out, blowing shit in his ass. Everybody's head starts sticking up like prairie dogs. So now I know, oh yeah, we on bullshit. Right? So now I just now when I look at everybody, you know what I'm saying, we probably like 36 inside the spot. So when I look at everybody, when Rat run by, he run by like a movie, it's like a little short nigga running, right? And the nigga got like 7 foot tall niggas with him, right? So I'm like, damn, that nigga got 7 foot tall niggas with him. So when he run by, it's like 3 niggas with him. When they run by, boom, they run by all the homies.
Was one of them, is that include Kanye West and
Damn, it was just talking about that. I'm so into listening to that right there.
Going. And his bodyguard?
No, so when they first ran by, I'm guessing he went to go get Kanye. You understand what I'm saying? So because when they run by, it's only 3. When they run back, it's 5. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna break the Kanye shit down to you because Kanye at that time is not Kanye. You know what I'm saying? When I'm telling the story, Kanye is not Kanye. Kanye is just a nigga in all black boots with an all black jacket, all black pants with a black ski mask. So in our eyes, he looked like security. Right. You get what I'm saying? That's not a nigga he went to go get Kanye. That's not what I'm thinking at the time. So boom, when he run back by, it's 5 niggas now. So now the 30, so what he don't know is when he got through that last door, we was behind him. 30 niggas got up and we own that nigga ass. Pause. No diddy. We slide, boom. So when we get this, because we not known as Kanye West. So when we go straight, he must have made a right straight to the stage. You get what I'm saying? Boom. Yeah. And when we go straight, we go up the stairs. When we go up the stairs, we looking like, where does this nigga go? All the other niggas that was with Blueface, all the other little straggly, maybe Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They was all there. So everybody kind of know this is where it turned into some training day shit. Ready? So boom. Now niggas is seeing when Wack move, niggas is moving. So they know they like, oh, all right. Them niggas is here to fuck Wack up. So boom, when we go upstairs, we sitting right there by DJ Quick. We at DJ Quick dressing room. We at the top of the Novu. So if you know the Novu, it's a hallway, and it's a similar hallway right upstairs. You just gotta go up that stairs. So that stairs, it makes like a spiral. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big, but it 4 people can maybe walk down the stairs at the same time or up the stairs at the same time. So boom, 30 people smush up the stairs. When we get to the top of the stairs, we looking for White people, kind of like, hey, what y'all on? They're like, oh, y'all on bullshit. We like, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, we hitting up here. So we like, cool. So now we standing right there. Of course, if we would corrupt and corrupt running the DJ Quick, they chopping it up for a second. You know what I'm saying? So we don't stand still real quick. So boom, at this moment, we kind of like, man, we ain't gonna find a nigga running from us. So we like, fuck it, man. We just gonna go down because Donnie about to perform. With gang, we're gonna just go down the stairs and go get ready by the stage. As we going down this thing, because now Wack knows that we was in that bar, so he's not gonna run back. So now he's trying to figure out a way to get Kanye out this motherfucker. Because now Kanye leaving. So as we're going to lead down those stairs that leads back downstairs to the main hallway to the stage. Nigga, TD runs into Wack. Wack is the first nigga leading up the stairs. And TD is the first nigga, and a couple other homies, I'm not going to say their name, they know who they are, was coming down the stairs. So as we going down the stairs, I'm at the top of the stairs, so I really don't see these niggas leaving yet. So when they leaving, I see everybody leave. I'm probably saying my boss and a couple other homies that was with DJ quit. So when I'm going down the stairs, when I turn around, I'm at the top of the stairs. I see the homie say, "What, nigga? What's that shit you was saying?" And the nigga said, "What?" And all I heard was, when I'm looking at drawers, I see the nigga drawers match that fire from this nigga. But everybody that didn't see it ducked because it sounded like a gunshot. Hit the nigga so hard, the whole stairwell froze. Because nigga, we thought some blower went off, nigga. So when everybody get up, that nigga run. He jumped down the stairs. So now it's this fake ass movie blood. He in a red Pendleton. He tall. You know what I'm saying? He hopping between Wack. So now the whole stairwell, he act like he got a blower. So now the whole stairwell like, we freeze. Then niggas kind of thought about like, hey, my nigga, pull that nigga butt. Nigga, stop pump faking. We like, nigga, stop pump faking. Even he realized we knew he was pump faking. He started running. But this is the crazy part about Wack. This is how you know he's a narcissist, bro. The nigga had enough time to run up the stairs, but he ran back up the stairs just a little bit to see up the stairs to see who was filming. Me and bro looked at each other dead, and that nigga Wack 100 know he looked criticality in his eyes when he got smacked, nigga. Nigga, when he looked at me, nigga, he looked up the stairwells. I'm the last nigga. Remember, I'm the last nigga at the stairwells. We looked dead at each other. He ran back down the stairs like a cartoon character. Now all of a sudden, smacking 30 niggas is trying to get down one flight of stairs. Right. So when we get down the hallway, remember all those loose niggas I told you, blue face homies and a couple scattered like blood niggas, you know what I'm saying? They was over there. So it was some Chris right there too, though, right? Yeah, it's Chris and blood because it's blue face people. Then you got some people that probably, but come to find out, I heard them they was like clubhouse blood. They wasn't even like real niggas. You know what I'm saying? But
that was CEO Rakisha and them niggas was there. The other nigga, what's the nigga named Creed? Never heard that in my life. Ass nigga was there, didn't even get active. But go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't see none of these. I don't know none of those dudes. I don't know them. I ain't seen none of them, and they wasn't nobody there with him but a tall dude that was acting like he had a blower, but he didn't, and they ran for their life. And then so what happened was when we run down the stairs, boom, we get down the hallway. Everybody that was down the hallway that was supposed to be with Blueface and all the other people, they like not saying he went that way, but they doing the eyes and the head shrugs like he went that way. Right?
Like that ain't ours.
They all pointed at that way.
We ain't like
yo, this gotta be a movie.
They get him like training day. You gotta put in your own work, Lonzo. Right?
Dose of reality gotta make a whole little series.
When they must have got, so mind you, he's running with Kanye. Mind you, we don't know that's Kanye. I see a nigga in boots. He looks like a bouncer. You get what I'm saying? Right. We don't know that that's Kanye. That look like a nigga that holds the front door Habibi's down. You feel me? Right. That nigga look like a bouncer, nigga. So boom. So when we get there, down the stairs, we push to the stage. When we push to the stage, he must have told the niggas at the door, don't let them in. Nigga, it was a 170-pound white boy standing at that door, bro. You know that nigga had no chance of hell. So we smushed through there. So now he don't make enough money. Right. So now when we get to the backstage, we at the backstage. So now it's Blueface, is a couple other famous celebrities right there, a couple other old workers from 100 ENT. You know what I'm saying? They all see what's going on. There's a lot of people that was there that know what happened, and they're not gonna say nothing, but they know what happened.
I'm gonna put them on blast. Was K-Boy here? Did you see K-Boy?
K-Boy, yeah, I seen K-Boy. I seen
OG Genesis.
OG Genesis was
This
there
is
for
no
sure.
good.
It was right
He
there.
got don't put him on blast.
OG Genesis was my nigga. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, they saw that, and when they seen that, now you got whack. Now you got whack between the stage and 30 niggas.
Tyrese C, salute, bro.
And one nigga that just smacked
Chi-Town, King Tyson, salute.
Right. Like,
and he don't want no fade. I mean, when he got smacked, he only one nigga see him, two niggas see him. He didn't want no fade back. Just let a crip slap him across his face and don't want to fade. My nigga, they trying to back me out. None of that.
No, because now he's arguing with the people at the stage because he wants to jump off the stage and they won't let him. So now he's like, you can just see him. I can't hear him because now at this point, Wayne and Game is performing. So
there go Lil Wayne, there go Game, and there go the Walk of Shame. There go Wayne, there go Game, and there go Wack and his crew on the Walk of Shame. But look at TD. Look with the white.
Yeah. It definitely got somewhere. Nigga, next thing you know, that nigga jumps off the stage.
He slapped the shit out of him.
It definitely got
that
somewhere.
Shit got
nigga,
to his
next
pride.
thing you know, that nigga jumps off the stage.
Rubbing his face and shit.
So, it definitely got somewhere. Nigga, next thing you know, that nigga jumps off the stage.
Contemplate where I'm gonna get this
So,
Hey, come here.
Oh, this is nasty work.
You know that nigga jumps off the stage.
Exit. Make a run for it. You got that band diving.
It definitely got somewhere.
Oh no!
Niggas jumped out the front of the stage.
Look at the Game pointing at him and waving.
Nasty work.
I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't already say what I gotta say about that. It's on y'all, man.
Go ahead, fam.
Ah, man, I don't know. I'm laughing. I'm high, so this shit funny as hell. No, but I think Dose Reality should give us like a cartoon movie because the way he described it made it so intense and interesting. Like, I'm into illustration and shit, so I can see him doing a little movie.
Exit stage left even.
Yeah, when he said everybody was pointing, I could see it. All the people pointing. See the smack and everybody looking and shit like, damn, was they busting?
Man,
that's a loud smack. If a nigga smack you that loud, and you know backstage it be loud, niggas talking.
That's a big mama slap shit. That's that shit.
Like,
that's that shit.
Slap fire, earth, wind, and fire out his ass. Nigga slapped the oldies. That slapped that nigga back to the 70s.
Man, say man, as we say in the South, that's when nigga got the fire slapped at his ass. Like, god damn, got the fire slapped at his ass. I seen the shit, and when it finally got close, right, and I seen actually how the swing projected. Had nigga damn near going to a cardiac arrest. I said, God damn. And then when he walked up there, I think stayed by Kanye. Now Kanye wasn't suggesting go out the fucking front. Your ass was, because your ass was slapped scared straight. And then when he was paying attention to the concert, he was over there looking at, is he still behind me? Is he still behind me? Hell yeah, he motherfucking still behind your ass. It's nasty.
When you see TD after they jump off the stage, the nigga
Right.
TD finally make it to where Wack was at all that time. You talking about 10 seconds. They held him off just in time because 10 seconds earlier, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. We would have seen Wack throwing them alligator arms. You know?
He made a
Nah, he
band
might have
dive.
ran. Yeah, he might have
made
ran.
a band dive into the crowd. That is crazy. You ain't part of the concert.
A crowd
What is
cried,
that? Crowd
crowd
surfing?
died.
That nigga
Yeah, he crowd
belly
surfing,
he
bro.
belly flopped in that motherfucker.
Belly flopped into the crowd surfing. But the fact that J Rock was confirmed, he said it, and then Wack even admitted it to Jason Lee that this man put hands on you and knocked you out, and then he admit he talked to J Rock after that, and he didn't have no problem with him after that, right? So you just allowing niggas to put their hands on you, victimize you with no get back. We could be cool again if we was cool before, but we gotta get down first. You know what I'm saying? Once we get down and I would get my run back, you know what I'm saying? And then look, she said we gonna celebrate when we get down. But look, everybody that's up in here, next month we having a fly sweater. You know how everybody wear the ugly sweaters? We having a fly sweater event in Vegas. It's gonna be a concert. The first ever podcast concert. The Damu and Kiwe conversations will be podcasting live with the sweaters. If you interested in going, make sure y'all tap in. We gonna be posting the flyer within the next 2 weeks, right? We'll post the flyer once we got the venue, but we got to just set up which date we gonna do the event, and we'll keep y'all posted. Man, come out and vibe with us, man. We gonna have a couple R&B artists, might even have some rappers and sports athletes in the building. Steffi Weffy, I seen that Steffi Weffy. Don't think you just gonna slide up in here with all that wagon dragging and we ain't gonna acknowledge a queen. Salute to you, Steffi Weffy. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that everybody plan to come up. I love to meet all of y'all in person. But even more than that, we're gonna have the R&B. Oh, it's gonna be a raffle for the golden ticket. The golden ticket is gonna take a pot. The pot, depending if we pack that motherfucker, that pot might be a super bag. You talking about $50 to get into that. We also gonna have the contest of who has the flyest sweater. You know what I'm saying? So don't come wearing them ugly sweaters. This is not that. This is the flyest sweater. You want Cardi a cashmere or something. You know what I'm saying? But look, we almost at 2 hours. We gonna cut this short. Tune in. Hey, early in the morning, turn on your notifications. We got the reaction already done and it's lined up 8 o'clock in the morning this time. So it'll be at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Young and Hefe's reply to Whack 100. We already reacted to that and we dropped it. Hit that like button on your way out. And salute to Southern Force for holding me down. Salute to FamWest TV 2. Hey, listen, Damu Kiwe conversation. We out.